Man, that looks good, isn't it? That looks good, isn't it? Do I need pros for the hair?
I don't know. As Superman.
I don't know. People is talking in the comments product hair. I don't even know what they're talking about, but you know, I'm not a fan of all those TV chefs out there, but there is a few of them that I like and admire, and one of them is Bobby Flay. The main thing I like about Bobby is that he doesn't limit himself to cook what I call safe recipes. He does push himself out of the comfort zone as much as he can. And that is something I don't appreciate if there is not a way for me to taste it. So today we're gonna try one of his world-claimed recipes that besides of looking good on TV, it is something we can replicate at home too. Let's see if this is as good as you say, Mr. Flay. There is nothing that excites me more than try recipes that I've seen on YouTube or TV just because I want to feel what they call amazing by myself. Because a long time ago, I unfortunately found that many of them are not even close to good. But this one looks promising, so let's go. Today I'm gonna be making Bobby Flay's amazing smoked ribs with Carolina-style BBQ sauce.
Say what?
I mean, the name sounds awesome, but can the final result be as good as the name? And on top of that, pork ribs barbecue has been trending for a few centuries now. Let's go. Before we continue, let me know in the comments if you ever tried North Carolina Flavors barbecue before. I did, and I consider it freaking delicious. I'm going to leave all the ingredients listed in the description below, so it is easier for you to follow up. And for the recipe itself, I think you can follow the instructions in the video, right?
Yay!
The first thing we need to create will be the rub. For that we need a 1/4 cup of ancho chili. A 1/4 cup of ancho chili, that doesn't make any freaking... For that we need a 1/4 cup of ancho chili, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of freshly ground pepper, 2 tablespoons of dry mustard, 2 tablespoons of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of ground coriander, 1 tablespoon of dry oregano, 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, 2 teaspoons of chili de árbol, and a 1/4 cup of canola oil. And with this easy rub ready, it is time to get our ribs ready too. I got these ribs from the best butcher shop in South Florida, Broward Blvd. There they have all kinds of ribs and packaged in different setups to make it very easy for us to buy it. Spare ribs, baby back ribs, and the ones I'm buying today, St. Louis ribs. All of them are available in the store at the best prices the market can offer. If you live in South Florida like I do, you need to go and check out Broward Blvd. They have it all in there for the best prices in the area. In this video, I will cook these beautiful St. Louis ribs, and considering the way they look, this should be delicious at the end. Because we already know that binders can change the flavors of the meat, contrary to popular belief, link in the description, I will be using oil as the binder. And add the rub to the ribs, making sure it covers as much meat as possible.
Daddy?
Wrap them in plastic and set them to rest in the fridge. Now the second part of the cook, the mop that we will be adding every hour to the ribs. That was my first job. I used to mop an entire clinic at night, every night. For the mop, we need the following ingredients: 2 cups of cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of light brown sugar, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of freshly ground pepper, and 1/4 of apple cider. A quart is a 1/4 cup, or what the heck it is?
A 1/4 cup.
It's a 1/4 cup. I think so. I don't know, I'll find out. I'll leave it down there in the description. With all the ingredients ready, all we need to do now is to heat them up until the sugar's dissolved. Once the mop is looking as nice as this one, take it out of the fire and let it cool at room temperature. And the last thing we will create today for this Carolina-style recipe will be the barbecue sauce. For that, we are going to be mixing the following ingredients: 1/4 cup of canola oil, 2 medium Spanish onions, 6 garlic cloves, 2 cups of ketchup, 2/3 cup of water, 1/4 cup of ancho chili, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 2/3 cup of Dijon mustard, 2/3 cups of cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1/4 cup dark brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of molasses, kosher salt, and freshly ground pepper. Damn, Bobby, that's a lot of stuff, bro. Damn. Of course, this will need a little bit more than just mixing the ingredients. We need to make them fall in love with each other. For that, I would heat the oil over medium-high heat in my cast iron skillet. Add the onions and cook until soft for about 3 to 4 minutes. Add the garlic and cook for 1 minute. Stir in the ketchup and water and bring it to a boil and simmer for 5 minutes. Add the remaining of the ingredients and simmer until it thickens up, stirring occasionally about 10 minutes. Take it out of the fire and let it cool for about 5 minutes. Carefully transfer the mixture to a food processor and puree until it's smooth. Now I will season with salt and pepper to taste, then pour it into a bowl and allow it to cool at room temperature. This sauce will be good for 1 week in the fridge, stored in a sealed container. And we finally get to cook the ribs. This could be the best ribs ever, or the ones I worked the most for with poor results. Anyway, let's get into it. First, I will take the ribs out of the fridge and let them rest at room temperature for the time I get the grill ready, about 30 minutes. I will be using this wood cut from old whiskey barrels for better and flavorful smoky taste. This recipe calls for the ribs to be cooked very slowly, so I'm gonna keep the grill at 220 degrees, which is about 104 degrees Celsius. Remember that no matter what it is, when cooking ribs, you always set the bones towards the heat source. The bones will work as a barrier for the heat, protecting the meat on top from burning. Also, make sure you squeeze the ribs together a bit. This will make the bones straight and easy to cut, and you will be getting more meat within the bones. All dog tricks for the win, and you should be taking notes right now. The ribs will be cooking for about 6 hours. I don't really have any complaint right now because that's what I normally cook them for. And we will be mopping them every hour for the first 5 hours. The last hour will be dedicated only to the Carolina-style BBQ sauce. I will be brushing the sauce on the ribs every 10 minutes for the rest of the cook. With all this done, it is time to take them out for a taste. The smell is incredible, a bit acidic because of the mud we use, but not in the bad way. It is nice and settled. When cutting the ribs, it is always recommended to do it bones up. That way you can see exactly what the cuts are going through and you don't get people mad at you because you only serve them bones. Can this be a competition winning ribs? Let's see. Alright guys, here we have Bobby Flays Carolina-style BBQ ribs. And let me tell you, they smell good, man.
They do smell really good, but Bobby, this is a long-ass recipe.
Bobby, there's a lot of work in that. But you know what?
Yeah.
If it's worth it, it's
Yes,
worth it, Bobby.
I
I'm not
agree.
going to complain to you.
I'm with you, Bobby.
We're just going to give it a try now and see if all that work is worth it
Let's do
or
it.
not. Let's compensate. Let's give it a try.
I'm so hungry.
This thing is so good.
Oh my
It
gosh.
cooked perfectly, guys.
Look at-
Let's give it a bite.
Oh, the smell.
Perfect bite.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
You know what I love about it?
Mm. Mm. Bobby Flay? Bobby Flay, this thing is delicious, brother.
Ninja approved, Bobby.
Bobby, this is good stuff. Now, I will tell you this.
The contrast of the different spices, right?
It is a little
Love it.
spicy.
Okay.
It is a little spicy. So if you guys are going to follow the recipe, make sure, if you don't like spicy, you put a little bit less of the spicy stuff in there. We have chili. We have, what is the other one in the can? I forgot.
Chile de árbol, chipotle.
Chile de árbol, chipotle, all that stuff. You
No,
put a
but
little
it's
bit
good.
less. It's not
Wow.
like it's burning,
No.
but it's a little spicy. And I freaking love it.
I love it too.
I love it, Miss Ninja.
Guys, have you ever tried something like this before? Because I haven't. This is my first.
Well, Bobby Flay's recipe, I think this one is the first for me, of
Ooh.
course. But I think I'm gonna make some more, man, because this thing is good. This thing is real good, Bobby Flay. Bobby Flay, this thing is good, bro.
I hope he can
I
see
love
this,
it.
right?
I hope you see it, Bobby Flay, because we followed through pretty much everything you say in the recipe, and
Yes,
the
we did.
results are great.
Amazing.
The color is a little darker than what I might like in ribs, but I know colors doesn't make a lot of difference,
I
and
love the
it
color.
tastes amazing.
Mm.
Well, guys, let me ask you something. Did we make you hungry?
Did we?
If we made you hungry, you have to hit us with the like.
Lots and lots of likes.
Subscribe to the channel, share with your friends and family, and
Yes,
don't
do
forget
so.
to leave your comments down there.
Let's do it.
Did you ever do some Bobby Flay's recipe? Do you even know who Bobby Flay is?
Yeah, exactly.
Would you try it? Just let me know down there in the comments. That's all for today. But remember that I love you.
Love you too. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one. Bye.